Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon White. So, in the last part we captured the legendary Pokemon in the Giant Chasm, that being Kyurem, and we've almost gone through the entirety of the last route in the entire game. Now, to end this off, we're gonna be facing off against that last trainer who's over here. Then there's one more thing I want to do before we actually go. Yeah, and I may have to go back to the research facility again. Yeah, in order for me to be able to do that thing. But anyways, this guy has Gulpin. Now, Gulpin is another example, just like Wailord and Shuppet, that still don't get a new sprite. Like, come on, why not Gulpin? He needs a friggin' new one already. Like, come on. Again, why are several Gen 3 Pokemon that still don't get a brand new sprite? Yeah, they've been keeping the same ones ever since Gen 4. Come on, why? But anyways, now we have Drifloon. Now, Drifloon here essentially has the same sprite from... Now, Drifloon here essentially has the same sprite from a Platinum. Yeah, it's just Drifloon is essentially just likes to full load around a lot because it is in fact a balloon. But anyways, Spheal. Now, Spheal here, yeah, unlike Gulpin, actually does get a new sprite for this game. Although it kind of looks sort of similar to its Gen 4 sprite. Just not so much with its mouth open for the most part. Although with its animations it does, just not throughout the entirety of it. But anyways, now for a Swablu, now also gets a brand new sprite. Although, yeah, isn't it kind of odd that we see not only Swablu but also Altaria. But also, Altaria in the same route. But anyways, now back to here, I want to get access to the PC because I want to switch around one of my Pokemon. And that Pokemon being the Pokemon that I caught during our adventures in the Giant Chasm. That actually being, yeah, the Pokemon Ditto. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because, well, I'm actually going to be doing an in-game trade. Yeah, with the person that's inside, this trailer here. Yeah, now we have this woman says, yeah, by any chance, have you caught a Pokemon called Ditto? I would be very happy if you would trade my Rotom for your Ditto. So, yeah, this right here is what I was saying before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said this while we were going through the Royal Unova. That I wasn't too upset about not encountering a Rotom. Yeah, one of the trainers that you could battle against on the Royal Unova that actually has a Rotom. Yeah, this right here is why. And it was also a good thing that I actually caught my Ditto, that I could back then, so that I could be able to get myself a Rotom. Yeah, and she actually needed Eeks. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, and as you saw, yeah, just like with Platinum, Rotom, yeah, despite being not only a Diamond and Pearl, but also Platinum, yeah, even now, Rotom still really doesn't get a brand new sprite again. Like, yeah, Rotom's really the only Gen 4 Pokemon that really doesn't get its sprite changed. Yeah, even in I'm sure this generation. Yeah, I just find that really odd to me. It's like, why? Yeah, why don't they change it? Why don't they change it into Rotom? Now, Now the only major change to the different Rotom was of course in Platinum, where we got to the where we got to the where we got to the where we got the other forms of Rotom too. Yeah, but anyways, now just before we enter the next area, we're gonna get ourselves into the only rotation battle that we'll ever get to experience all throughout the entirety of Pokemon White. And if you were playing, and if you're playing a Pokemon Black, then this place would have been our very first one. And then this battle would be our very first triple battle. So yeah, you can actually experience through not only rotation. Yeah, now you can go through both new battle formats. It's just that, yeah, as you see in Pokemon White, you only really get to experience rotation battles only once all throughout the entirety of the game. Yeah, it's just that. It's just that. Yeah, although you can have rotation battles if you are battling against other players. It's just that I'm just saying if you don't want to bother with that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm more so talking about the base game than anything really. Yeah, but anyways. Yeah, as you've seen, yeah, now, I already explained this before, as I was talking about not only the rotation battles, not only triple battles, but also the rotation battles, so I'm just not gonna bother talking about it again. But anyways, clean, you're out of there. Oh yeah, that's right. I believe, I believe this trainer, also in Pokemon Black, also has the exact same Pokemon lineup. Yeah, it's just that, yeah. It's just a matter of, if it's gonna be either a rotation battle or a triple battle. Yeah. But anyways, everyone. Now, you may be wondering, why am I still keeping the Rotom that I just got? Well, for those of you who recall, back when we were in Route 9, and we were checking out the department store, yeah. Yeah, you may remember what exactly why I said that we may want to come back there as soon as we get a certain Pokemon with us. But anyways, now the last major new area in the game is the Marvelous Bridge. Now, this bridge essentially acts the same way as the drawbridge, where you can not only get feathers from the shadows, from the shadows, and instead of ducklets, we get swannas. So yeah, it's essentially the same ordeal as the drawbridge. And now that's right, everyone. Now, if you recall, back when we were in at the village bridge, yeah, we saw this woman who worked for 4 Patrats. Yeah, and she said she was gonna be going somewhere else. This is where she. Well, then, this is where she actually ended up in. Where she's now going to show us a Patrat Show. Now, I believe this is something that you can do once per day. Now she'll give an item to one of the Patrats. Then you'll just have to keep track on that one Patrat, Yeah, just so you can try to figure out which one has the item. Yeah, which one has the item. As you'll see, yeah, as it goes on, it can get a little bit quick. So yeah, that's why you really have to pay attention. Now, I think I already lost which Patrat had it, so I think I'm just gonna take a wild guess. I think I'm gonna guess. Yeah, I think I'll guess. Yeah, I think I'll guess this one. Yeah, I wasn't really paying that much attention. But let's just hope that I'm right. Or if I'm not. Yep, it conceivably incorrect. Yep, I had a feeling. Oh, it was the run right next to me. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, wait, did they jump at once, or was it just at one? Again, I was not paying any sort of attention. But yeah, that'll be the only time that I'll be showing that off. So, goodbye, see you never. Oh, yeah, look who shows up again. Yeah, the Shadow Traids again. Yeah, what in the world are you guys doing here? Getsis is gone. Yeah, he went off somewhere alone. After we rescued him from the castle. From the day Getsis saved our lives. We have sworn to be loyal to him. I bet you have. Even now, after he ordered us not to search for him. Also, Getsis said to give you to give you this. What the? How do you have that? And if you have, oh, you also give me something, and that too, huh? Well, if you're giving me both, then yeah, I'm pretty sure what that other Shadow Traid is going to give me as well. Yeah, all 3 orbs that can power up the legendaries of Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina. Yeah, apparently Getsis just so happened to have a hold on them. Yeah, I'm like, why didn't Getsis keep them? Yeah, he probably could have used them to take over the world. Yeah, he probably could have used their powers to literally to be able to take over the world or something. I don't know. But again, but I guess, yeah, but anyways, yeah, now for those of you who are curious, if you were, yeah, even if you decided to transfer Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina, and wondering if you're going to be able to get any of their orbs, yeah, this is a whole, yeah, this right here is why you actually get them. Yeah, and they said that, yeah, even when Getsis does return, yeah, the Shadow Traids, will always be loyal to him. Yeah, hence why when we see them again, within the sequels. But anyways, now from this guy right here. Now he may not seem important now, but as you talk to him, yeah, he says, "Here's your chance. I will sell you the secret Pokemon, Magikarp." Now this right here is essentially the only way in Gen 5, and this right here is the only way in Gen 5 without trading or transferring to actually get your very own Magikarp. Yeah. Yeah, this is probably only one of the few times, like, in the entirety of this franchise where Magikarp is not really all that, is actually very, very rare to get. Yeah, yeah. Whereas in all of the other regions, Magikarp is everywhere. But Gen 5 on the other hand, Magikarp is extremely rare. That guy that we saw was the only way that you'll be able to get yourself one. Like, jeez. And honestly, I wish there were more games where Magikarp was more rare. Well, I guess I want to say Legends Arceus was kind of made Magikarp rare, but not entirely. No Magikarps are still common. No Magikarps are still common in that game. It's just that for whenever I play Legends Arceus, I barely see much Magikarps. Yeah, I only see them in that waterfall area. Yeah. Yeah, but anyways. My name is everyone, and with that said, now we are essentially done exploring all of the major areas that we can actually go to, go to, within the entirety of within the entirety of Bull like a White. Although, however, we are still not quite done with the game yet. There are still some things that I still want to show off. Yeah, there are still some things that I still want to show off first. And we'll get to those when I'm started with the next part. But first off, now I am back here. Now you get to see what happens when you interact with some of the boxes, with at least one of the boxes. When you have actually got yourself a Rotom. Electrical, it said, like, electronical appliances. Yeah, now this right here is the only way that you'll be able to transform your Rotom, in Gen 5. Now, if you want to transform to the microwave, or the washing machine, or the fridge, or the fan, or even the lawnmower, or if you simply just want to recall your Rotom from that electronic appliance. Now if you want to get multiple Rotoms by breeding, now you'll just be able to get multiple forms of Rotom. Reluctantly gave up on entering a motor. Well, even the Rotom, I'm pretty sure Rotom really wanted to. And I mean majorly wanted to. Okay, so, now I'm said and done, we're gonna go back to Wandella Town, considering it's a brand new day, and once again, once again, I want to show off what it's like when you get to battle the richest family again. And then we shall see which next family member that we're gonna be finding against. Anyways, now, and I guess I should say this as well too. Since we're just gonna be going for the daily stuff, starting with the next part. I am still gonna be going back to Twist Mountain. To see if I can at least get the rest of the fossils before this playthrough ends. I'm still not quite done with getting. I'm still not quite done with getting Pokemon. But instead of that's all I'm gonna do for this part. And so to the next part, I'll see you guys next time.